Hi Capricorns, this is Shah with Ariana Stark with your forecast for June 2025. It is a new month, so new energies will come into play this June. I will use these decks amongst other decks for your reading. For a personalized reading as well as for deck purchase, feel free to reach us at the email address given below. Now let's just get down to your reading. The overall energy, Capricorn, from the Ideal Tarot, I do have the Star card. Now the Star is from the Major Arcana. You are going to be someone who realizes that you cannot fight destiny. You should surrender to what fate has in store for you this June. There will be spur of the moment decisions. Maybe there's going to be a twist in your routine. You have to find alternatives. Maybe someone is also deliberately trying to needle you, unnerve you, unsettle you. So you have to overcome these roadblocks and interruptions. Perhaps this is also the time when you need to settle for less. I think many of you will also be focusing on learning, whether it is theoretical knowledge or practical based knowledge. Maybe you should look for guidance at the heavens above. Final days of May stepping into June, I do have the Five of Swords. Possibly in those final days you were someone who needed to adapt, you had to be flexible. Maybe because of the situations that you found yourself in, you were also not at all careful with your words. This could have created misunderstandings. Others may have felt that you were being meddlesome or that you were giving your opinions freely. Some of you had also had negotiations and discussions with respect to financial matters. Surprises were definitely in store for you. Maybe you were also concerned about the health of a loved one. I think some of you were also a bit disturbed because someone found your ideas controversial. I think you also needed to focus because the inability to concentrate may have led to mistakes and you would have had to review the task. Some Capricorns were also thinking of a new venture, but then this was the time when you needed to be prepared for the delays. Obstacles to overcome this month or the challenges. I do have the Wheel of Fortune. So like the Star card, this is also talking about fate. Wherever the wheel turns, I do have the Eight of Wands, which is a clarifier card, which also flipped in your reading. This means that movement or travel is going to be on the cards. You have to sail with the changes, but then you could be reluctant to make that trip, or maybe you will be reluctant to be on the move. You could be commuting great distances within your own city. That is also being outlined with this Eight of Wands. I think you need to be social. You also need to network. There could be job opportunities, but then there are certain limitations that you need to maneuver this June. Maybe people will also question your principles. That is why you need to be crystal clear when it comes to decisions that you make or while interacting with others. Influences for this month, I do have the Five of Pentacles. Now this person, he is all by himself. Likewise, I think you will be dealing with financial matters, paperwork, or technical issues will bother you. Other than that, I also think that God will answer your prayers. Perhaps you should also let go of what is not yours. That is going to give you peace of mind. Maybe on the work front, you find that colleagues are unsystematic or there is no system and order, and you have to adjust accordingly. With two fives in your reading, you could also be sleep deprived. Maybe you are going to be awake, or sleep could be something which could be far-fetched, or sleep could not come immediately. Yet I think you will get an opportunity to work things out. Maybe you will also realize that you were misinformed with respect to certain information. You also need to collect your dues for services you offer. I think if your contract is up for renewal, then you will be surprised to get an extension. Spiritual cleansing or spiritual healing related workshops could also ensure peace of mind. The first 10 days of June, I do have the Page of Wands. I think you do want clarity with respect to certain matters that you're being bothered about. Maybe You also want to unearth the real purpose of your life at work. You're going to be very restless. You're also going to want to finish tasks. Hard work is in store for you. Communication is also going to bring in opportunities. Maybe because of the uprush of energy, you're going to complete or accomplish much. Those of you who are in the leadership position, I think you need to be accommodating. You could also be interviewing candidates. Maybe you're forced to give in to the price they quote. Other than that, Capricorns, at this time, you also need to pay attention to your dreams or the omens around you. Maybe you're also getting a chance to rectify past mistakes, to undo the damage which has been done. The next 10 days, that is 11 to 20 June, is the 8 of Swords. You will be socializing. I think you will also enjoy good food, but you also need to be mindful of the fact that there's an energy shift. This lady, she's encircled by swords. Likewise, there could be something which could be brewing behind the scenes. Maybe colleagues are not going to be happy with your success because you're going to be very purposeful and driven. There could be jealousy, or there could be people out there who could give you a bad name. Maybe you also need to take an advance from clients who seek your assistance. Even if they are just approaching you for consultancy, I think you should seek an advance. Nevertheless, I think communication is going to bring in opportunities, so make the most of your creative side. You do have 2 8s in your reading, which is talking about surprises. There could also be too much scrutiny on the work front with this lady being surrounded by swords. Maybe if you're making your way for an interview also, you could be unhappy, or you could not be too keen because too many questions are being asked. Health also needs care at this time. You also need to guard your relationships. Maybe you should avoid jumping to conclusions and keep a low profile. On the home front also, home improvements could be there. Maybe some of you are also going to deal with your landlord who could increase the rent. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th June, is the Ace of Swords. You're quite determined, you're quite resolved, you want to cut through those obstacles. You're going to be someone who is going to take the bull by the horns, and this is certainly going to benefit you. I think you also need to ask for favors, even if you're hesitant, or even if you're loath to do so. People could help you out, especially your acquaintances. Maybe you haven't been in touch with this person, but now is the time to do the needful, because this person is going to rescue you, or he could also benefit your family. There'll be changes in your schedule. I think time is also going to be at a premium. Make the most of the heightened energy levels this month, because it is going to allow you to make inroads. Quick thinking, smart moves, quick decisions is the need of the hour, and this is why you can finalize deals very quickly. Other than that, Capricorns, you also need to maintain your cool, because that could also affect your health, because annoyance can mean high blood pressure or increased blood pressure levels. The Sun from Lenormand also talks about the need for you to stay hydrated. If you are going outdoors, the Sun's energy can make you very optimistic, but it also means that you could be blowing hot and cold. You do want clarity, you do want answers. Perhaps you need to soak up the sun, but just about enough to keep you energized. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, intimacy, physical. This could be true for some of you because of the 8 of Wands. Members of the opposite sex are only interested in sex, so physical intimacy is very vital in a relationship, but then that alone cannot sustain a relationship, so be clear, Capricorns. Other than that, in case you're already romancing, maybe there could be situations where you feel clueless, or where you're confused and perplexed about the future of this connection. Some of you could reach out to that special someone because of an emergency situation in your life, and this person is going to help you out, but you could be in 2 minds. Maybe a loved one could compel you to do the same. Perhaps it is destiny that brings the 2 of you back together. There's that restlessness which is all too apparent with the Page of Wands. Other than that, you also need to protect your relationship from the evil eye with the Eight of Swords. Maybe at times there could be misunderstandings or lack of communication with the card hidden read between the lines, so many things could remain unsaid. This could also be a past life relationship that you're dealing with. Interestingly, from the Divine Mistress Oracle, I do have flashback which is talking about the same. You are going to have vivid dreams. There are going to be omens. Memories could also make you wistful. It could open the floodgates. So you need to address the past life issues, because this can only help you heal. It can remove the blockages that are there. You do have the Star here, so this is also talking about past life connections and past life issues. Another message with respect to your life is, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So be clear as to what you want. Don't be guilt-ridden. Don't feel that you need to oblige another person. There should be harmony in your relationship. You should also understand what is it that you desire from the connection. You could also be in a third-party situation, so that also means that your person and you need to understand the future of this connection. Be willing to forgive is the last message from your archangels. Forgiveness allows us to advance, and forgiveness doesn't mean that you're okay with what the other person has done if he has harmed you in any way, but it is only that you're going to forgive him for your own soul's ascension. So forgive and forget, move on. Also, letting go can be your biggest strength this June, Capricorns. I hope, Capricorns, you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.